Plaintiff Erica Calhoun says when she met the defendant, he helped her get her groove back because she was a single mother who often stayed home. Erica claims after she had a baby with the defendant, she told him he had to stop partying, and she's suing him today for an unpaid loan. Defendant DeMarcus Bridgewater says while dating Erica, they constantly bumped heads because they both had attitude problems. DeMarcus admits that he borrowed money from Erica, but he insists she forgave the loan because he agreed to take her back.
All right, start with you.
Well, I'm gonna take it back to where I met DeMarcus. I met him in 2013. We were at a gas station. He told me he was 22, I was 25 at the time. He kind of helped me get my groove back. Because I was, I have 2 kids and I was, a homebody, pretty much just raising them. So with him, I went out on dates. We went and did fun stuff. I had fun with him. So fast forward to that, I ended up getting pregnant a couple months prior to that with the defense.
Prior to dating him?
Yeah.
How do you work that? How does that happen?
I told you I got my groove back.
I thought you said you end up getting pregnant a couple of months prior to that.
No, I mean, not prior, just after, a couple of months after. Sorry, I'm a little nervous meeting you. It was nice seeing you. Nice to be on your show.
Nice meeting you.
But okay, I got pregnant months after.
Couple months after you all got together.
Well, I liked him a lot. I took him to my grandmother's house, and we had a little cookout. We do it on Sundays, and he came and they were smoking weed. So, and I was a little embarrassed, but he sat at the table and got to smoking with him. So I didn't know that he smoked at the time, but I guess I learned then. I just left them in the kitchen. I went on in the living room while they did what they did. So they started liking him, taking a liking to him. And then after that, after I had the baby, I told him to turn it down, has to slow down because we have another child prior to my 3, because he helped me take care of my other 2, watched them while I work and babysit. Okay. Did everything, even though he was young, he, proved to be
responsible.
A good man. So after that, and then we kind of fell out and got into it a little bit.
About what?
Well, me telling him that he couldn't, do what he wanted to do anymore with the.
What did he want to do that you thought was?
Like the partying and still going out.
How often did he try and go out or want to go out and party?
Every week. Every weekend.
Once a week?
No, 4 or 5 times a week.
Oh, well, you said every week, implying that it was once.
No, every other.
Okay.
Right.
I think that's normal for a man to go out once a week.
Right, and then he didn't have, but he had a responsibility.
Weekends, play poker, go network with his buddies, whatever. Yeah.
I understand.
Did you go out once a week at least?
No, not really. I like to just stay at home. I was
you wanted to stay at home. All right.
Right.
He wanted to go out once a week. If you say 4 times, you went from 1 to 4. Right. So let me ask him, sir, you want to give me some background?
Yeah, well, me and Erica started dating back in 2013, like she said, and the relationship we hit it from the start. We ended up moving in with each other 2 months after we met. So after that, once we really, basically we really didn't know each other by then, but when we really got to know each other, we both had attitudes, and it clicked at times, but we both wanted to be the head honcho or just be in charge, so we just bumped heads like that at times. It was off and on a lot. If we get into it, she may drop me off at my mom's house or she'll go do her thing.
Why do you think you all were bumping heads so often?
Because she always wanted to be right and I always wanted to be right. Okay.
All right, you all sounded immature as well. Now, were you hanging out? How often?
Whenever I could. I worked, so I didn't work on the weekends.
That sounds like 4 days a week.
Exactly.
Yeah. You need to, as she say, tone it down once you get some responsibility. Every single Friday evening was mine after I'd been going to work and law school at night all during the week and being a responsible father when I didn't go to school, went to school twice a week during the night, didn't come home early enough to, enjoy the kids and play my role. And then Friday nights, though, I'm out. Up until I became a judge. But still, Friday nights was my time. Otherwise, it was all committed to my wife and children, and I think that works best. But if you try and hold the man down and smother him, believe me, first chance he gets, he's going to do more than just have a drink or two. He's going to be on the wild. So give him a little air. That's a word from the wise. All right, ma'am. Tell me about the loan.
I'm going to say that this weekend. I need
You're
some
going to tell your
air.
wife this? Yeah, tell her you need some air. Yeah. All right, but you're over 35. I think we calm down to 35. All right, unpaid loan. How does he owe you for that?
Well, with we filed our taxes at the same time. I just ended up getting mine a little quicker than him. So I was going shopping for me and the kids, and he wanted to come along too. So he was like, well, you know, my money's coming around the same time as yours. So, but it was 2 pair of Jordans that were coming out. So he was like, if you let me get the money for the Jordans, then I'll pay you when my taxes come back. So I was like, no, let's sign a promissory note. And I took his thumb and put a marker on it and stamped it.
All this for a pair of tennis shoes.
2 pair of Jordans.
$250 each.
Yep. But
Clearly, he's all paid up on his child support.
Yep.
All right. Clearly, he has a little money put away for your child to go to college.
Yep.
Okay, good. How much money put away for college?
I don't know yet. I'm not for sure. He puts it in a banking account, and he
And whose bank account?
he has one for the baby that he
that's
works.
what you
Yeah.
think. All right. That's what you think. Jordan got that money, doctor. Mike got that money. $250 gym shoes for a man with a child. All right. And you loaned him the money for tennis shoes.
For tennis
And
shoes.
when you came back for your money, what did he say?
That he'll pay me back.
And he hasn't, obviously.
No word. That's
what did he say, sir? She said you owe her $500 for tennis shoes.
She said if I accept her back, though I didn't have to pay her back. So we got back
you
together.
have that thumb? Did you put that on the thumbprint? You have that on the thumbprint?
I must have been smoking that day because I don't
I
remember.
agree to pay back here. You said you were smoking on that day
I had
because you
to
don't remember that.
because I remember that.
I hope your child has an extra $500 for college because otherwise you spent that money on tennis shoes. Your child come to you, Daddy, you're going to have to go get a loan. Well, Daddy, Michael Jordan's kids, all of them went to college and lived the big life. Well, I can't go to college. Go call Michael Jordan. Judgment for the plaintiff, sir. This is in writing. You have nothing different to show me. Have a good day.
I just want my money, and he can raise his son.
We might be coming back. She said I can. If I take her back, I don't have to pay her back. So I took her back, but we just broke up a few days later.
No.
That's not my fault at all.
Whatever. He's lying.